the market over the past several months, I would say since October, when it hit its peak, 7.8% interest rates. And then we've enjoyed the roller coaster back down a little bit, 5.5% or so. But either way, one of the segments of the market that has been heavily impacted by this has been condos.
I think that, condominiums are one that we often see is kind of the first to take the hit, because there are so many restrictions that can come associated with condos that I feel a lot of folks will purchase a condo because they were priced out of purchasing a single family home. Mm-hmm. So when the market starts to downshift a little bit, you see that people redirect their interest from condominiums into single families or multifamily. So I do feel like condos are kind of the first to take the hit and sometimes the last to rebound has been our experience.
Yeah, I agree with that, Melissa. And if you look at the inventory levels, what's funny is that single family inventory is down very far. Multifamilies are down very far. Condos are staying kind of consistent where they were. I mean, what you're saying has a ton of validity. And I can tell you from being in the trenches selling the real estate that people are looking for more affordable type of options, and they're willing to forego the amenities of some of these condo associations in exchange for a more affordable payment.
The supply and demand issues that has been fueling this market for the past several years still may not impact condominiums as drastically as we've seen in other I don't want to say down cycles, but in other cycles where, there's a little bit of a downward trajectory in real estate. And that was the reason that I thought condos would be useful to mention, because there's a host of issues that are specific to condominiums, especially the small associations. And those are the ones that I was going to target today because I'm seeing a lot of those. These are the multifamilies that 2, 3, 4 units that have been converted to condos over the years. And we see a lot of those specific in Providence. A lot of the folks that are purchasing condominiums as a function of the inventory shortage and perhaps financial restrictions, a lot are first-time home buyers. So if you've taken away a lot of those financing opportunities, which is the primary reason that I wanted to bring this to light, there are ways to get those associations FHA approved, but it takes a lot of doing. And it may be something that you have to work with a lender for quite some time. These contracts aren't going to be 30-day closings because of the amount of back work that the lenders have to do in order to get us there. And the small associations are often not going to have the same formalities that, the larger associations have, Emilio. So you hit the nail on the head. We're working on one right now where the association didn't even have a bank account open for purposes of bringing the money in and centralizing it. They don't have meetings, they don't have minutes. So, now we're trying to backfill all of this with the lender in order to keep the transaction moving forward. And it's starting to look a little bit, scary that we're a couple of weeks before closing and the bank can't look at these types of documents because they don't exist. Yeah. But more importantly, what if you have, as you were talking about before, absentee homeowners? They're not there anymore. Maybe they're renting. Perhaps the renters have stopped paying them and now they stop paying in any dues. So now you're in a position where if you're the only person living in that 3-family as a condo occupant, you're the one who's maintaining all of the carrying costs of driveway, snow removal, or insurance on the property. And it can really create a financial burden because you're effectively now taking those 3 owners and making it one person's responsibility, which is a real problem for prospective buyers.